you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad is found at NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. 5-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally potential
to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll leave it.
the tackles. He keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. Dropping back, it's Terry. Bringing the heat. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Booker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
To the air on second down. Uncorks it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the big fella.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Got a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Davidson. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now?
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The offense changing the play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. runs through a tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes a hit as he fires. Got a man, it's Callow. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Terry. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Cavaliers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets it out fast. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking to throw, it's Davidson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Punt is on its way. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Kicking team.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Back to throw, it's Terry. That's caught. It's Callow. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Callow. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
To the air, it's Terry. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Line out trying to get it in. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no.
Touchdown, Virginia! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Moffitt. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Looking to throw, it's Davidson. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it in the middle with Smith. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. 1. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Cavaliers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, partner. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Davidson. Under fire. Unleashes it on the run. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water.
Back up top on 2nd and 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Dropping back, it's Terry. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of... That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Terry. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete in the middle. And they're able to get him on the ground.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Northern Illinois. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Davidson. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Terry. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cavaliers line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cavalier. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Davidson. Here's the pressure. Plucks it out of the air. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Back to pass, it's Terry. The sure hands, it's Callow. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the... yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Looking to pass. It's Hart. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout on the field, and 4 tick minutes left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Just complete and